Thank you. Good morning, Unity of Gainesville, Florida. How are we this morning? We are so glad that you are all here, both in person and online, for those of you joining us virtually. My name is Charlotte, and I will be one of your Sunday service leaders this morning. Before we get going, do we have any newcomers with us? We do. We have a couple. All right, we've got some flowers, some roses for you, and also some packets for you. Everyone else, your homework after class is to ask each one of our newcomers a question. Get to know them a little bit. And on that note, anyone that's been given a rose, feel free to ask them a question. So even people that have been here that aren't our newcomers, go get to know someone in a different way than you already do. All right, so if you're able, let's stand and remind ourselves why we are at Unity of Gainesville this morning. Usually we will read off of our core values, mission, and vision, but they're covered by our beautiful 50th anniversary timeline. So if we have people that have been with us for a while, if you know it, just say it with me. Everyone else just kind of mouth along. We'll start with the vision. Centered in divine love and wisdom, we joyfully create a world united in positive spirituality. Our mission, through prayer, meditation, spiritual education, and service, we put God's love into action. And our core values, we are spirit-led, we are love, we are gratitude, we are inclusivity. All right, you can sit down if you want now. Well done. So as most of you know, we have been doing the chakra themes throughout the whole year, and today we enter a new chakra, the Crown Chakra, which the colors for this are white/violet. And the theme for this chakra, God is within and everywhere. And the anchoring thought for this is, the kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21.
Thank you, Charlotte. Hey, y'all, what's up? We quiet today. What's up? We got Sam Malusi in the house, so get ready, y'all. It's on and popping. Welcome. And we have Charlotte. So if you're joining us for the first time, my name is Ryan Hope Travis, Reverend Ryan, if you love me. Welcome to all of our family, and a special welcome to those who are joining online. So this is our moment we call an evocation. Can we say evocation? To evoke is to acknowledge the presence of something, right? To invoke is to say, come in. Evoke is saying that something's already here with us. And we're doing an evocation acknowledging that instead of asking God to come into this space, we're affirming first and foremost that God is already here because you are here. And so Unity is a global, inclusive spiritual community, which means all faith walks are welcome. And so however you arrived at this place, we honor it being divine and that there is multiple points to one destination. So I invite you to take a cleansing breath when we sound the gong. We sound the gong for the first time, affirming that there is only love. Whoa. Let's take that in. There is only love. Whether we call it God, divine, consciousness, whatever word we use, there is only love. we sound the gong a second time, affirming that if there is only love, then who are we? Love. We are the very substance that we call out to, that we reach down inside, that is all around us. So we sound the gong a second time, affirming that if there is only love, we are the articulation of love. We sound the gong a third and final time, affirming that if there is only love and we are the articulation of love, then what do we do with those annoyances, those setbacks, the ticky-tacky TikTok, all the things that ruffle our feathers? What do we do with that? Our reminder is to take all of who we are into everything we experience. And so it is.
Compassion and love. Compassion and love. Compassion and love. Compassion and love. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum.
There it is. Y'all get ready. It's a warm up. So, if you're joining us for the first time, we love the party up in here, okay? Last week we had a party. At the top of service, I realized our lighter wasn't here because last Sunday we were celebrating Griffin's first birthday. So it was our pot love and we turned it into a party. So that's what we do up in here. I want to ask, did we have any birthdays last week? What? Amanda, 21. Happy birthday. Yes, that means Terry was 2 when she had the baby, okay? Any other birthdays? Oh my goodness, Kat, that's right. Yep, happy birthday, 19, I see you. You too, Sally? Oh, what? We had a lot of birthdays. Noel, was it your birthday? What, Dave? Oh my goodness. Okay, we are in the season of birthdays. You thought it was Christmas, but no. Another one? Bonnie's birthday? Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all. Can we? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bonnie, Sally, Dave, Amanda, Kat, and more. Happy birthday, y'all. Birthday is a big thing, okay? I'm just saying. Because the more years you stack, you see, oh, the people you started with aren't around for various reasons. So here we are. You made it. Happy birthday. Did we have any anniversaries last week? Any anniversaries? Okay. Any milestones last week? Okay. Dry week. That's all right. I want to say, lastly, we have many in our community who are moving through a healing journey, okay, for various reasons. And so we want to acknowledge all the healing of our body temples that are happening right now. And then finally, we have many in our community who are moving through the grieving journey. And so we affirm that there is no end when it comes to losing a loved one, that comes in waves, some intense, some not so intense. but that loss is with us always. And so we want to just wrap our arms around our community members who are feeling just a little, this was the week. So in our evocation, we rub our hands together and we say that there is only love. So let's put that in action. So I want y'all to extend your hands to those around you. I want you to repeat after me. We see you. We know you for who you truly are. God in expression. We love you. We celebrate you. And we see the God presence you are. Okay, y'all, here's an important thing. Keep those hands up. I saw it happen now. Give me a little high five to somebody. Hey, what's up? Give me a little air five across the room. What's up? What's up? Hey, hey. I see you, my people. What up? Hey, hey. So we light this candle as a symbol of our oneness. So this is our unity candle. I'm going to ask one of our historians in the space how old this candle is. I'm sure it got some age on it.
I bought that the first year that Reverend Jen came to us. I'm trying to think back what year that was. I mean, we went through 3 years with her, and then 3 years with somebody. So probably it's a good 10, 12 years old.
What? Okay. We're going to love this thing. It's still burning. That's right. So we light this candle acknowledging our oneness. And we light this white candle because today we are jumpstarting our conversation around the Crown Chakra. Can we say crown? Y'all know what a crown is. Crown is affirming all of who you are, the divinity, the royalty that you are. So today, we're beginning our time today about the Crown Chakra.
But before we do that, we're going to go through our community highlights. We won't be having the projector for this, but on November 8th, we are having a showing of Wolf's Message. Wendy is the person to talk to if you have any questions about that. In the newsletter, there's a QR code that you can scan with your phone to get the information about the tickets. That is Saturday, November 8th at 6 p.m. We are having a food drive. So with the SNAP benefits freezing yesterday, there's going to be a lot more people that need food. And our church already donates monthly donations, financial donations, to Bread of the Mighty Food Bank. And that is wonderful. So this food is going to be going to a smaller food pantry. It's run mainly by local volunteers. It's called Gainesville Free Grocery Store. Yeah. So you can donate canned goods. You can donate all of the normal stuff that you would donate to food pantries. But they also take home goods. So if you have hygiene products, if you have cleaning supplies, trash bags, toothpaste, things of that nature, those are accepted as well. They also accept fresh produce on specific days, but I haven't gotten those days yet, so stay tuned for that. The location of where we are putting the donations is just by the coffee pot in the gathering area. And if you have any questions, just come talk to me. We are still doing our daily morning meetings from 9 to 9:30. For November, it is gratitude, I believe. So in the newsletter, you can find the Google Meets link there. Join. You don't even have to get out of bed. You don't have to turn your camera on. You probably need to turn your computer on or your phone. But you can just tune in and get some really, really amazing messaging from other people in our community that have been really dedicated to showing up and just spreading love. It's beautiful. No, it's not. Yeah, it's only virtual. So everybody so far has just been tuning in from their home. Yeah. And then Reverend Carla is starting a book club. It is on Resurrection by Paul Selig. It's book 1, the Manifestation Trilogy. So this is going to be Thursdays from 7 to 8:30 here on Zoom. Okay, it's on Zoom. So in the newsletter. Yeah, that's also in the newsletter. When in doubt, check the newsletter. Thank you, Star. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. A couple quick announcements before we shift gears. One of them is, so Alachua County, our county, realized that when hurricanes come through, there is not a mechanism where all the spiritual centers can deploy resources, be it people, volunteers. And so Alachua County created a nonprofit called COAD. And we were reached out to this summer about potentially partnering. So there are right now 70 spiritual organizations and nonprofits who support people who are moving through disaster relief. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to provide bylaws for the organization that you'll be able to check out. Several of us, including Laurie, board president, met with them in person to kind of just gauge what exactly was this partnership. But it will not be any monetary responsibility on our part, but more or less will be plugged into a larger coalition of faith-based organizations who will be ready in the event that there is a hurricane or any other type of disaster. This summer, I realized there isn't a mechanism where just the ministers by themselves speak to each other, right? So if we go down 39th, no exaggeration, there are about 30 different spiritual organizations, and none of us know each other, right? In fact, you probably experienced that when you say, oh, I go to Unity. Oh, where's that, right? Just because there's so many faith-based institutions. And so what the county has done is, just with the muscle of that infrastructure, has opened up a space for us to be able to be in partnership. And so I think it's important that I'm just going to put my vote in and say, yes, let's do it. Because, you know, when disaster happens, whatever that looks like, we want to be ready to support, even if it's as simple as making our parking lot available, right? Having a few of us help clean yards, you name it, right? Rupali has already stepped up to be that liaison. And so I'm mentioning that now because I want to keep mentioning it for the next couple of weeks. And then at our upcoming board meeting, I'll be able to say affirmatively, there has been an influx of support for this. And then we'll officially be a part of that partnership. So that's the first announcement. The other announcement is we're going to have a survey as we get ready to shift into 2026. So as you can imagine, so between the board and myself, you know, we're representing this organization, but a lot of time we're moving in just side conversations we've had. I happen to have a bird eyes view because a lot of people kind of share things directly with me. But what we want to do with this survey is we want to identify what are the areas of interest for you, right? And how do we create programming? How do we create a community that aligns with what it is that we want to do, right? So everything from the frequency of our potlucks to what does a Saturday morning look like for us, right? So we want to just kind of survey our community to see what we're interested in, especially as we move into 2026. So in the next couple of weeks, those two things will be kind of coming through. Okay, with that.
Good morning, Unity. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Celeste Kroll, and I'm going to be reading the Daily Word today, but I'm not reading today's Daily Word. I looked through the September book, and I found one that I thought was perfect for the new chakra. So the one I'm reading to you is from October 29th, and the word is divine. And the affirmation is, one with God, I am fully divine and fully human. And the scripture comes from John chapter 17, verse 21, that they may all be one, as you, Father, are in me, and I am in you, may they also be in us. So all the wonderful qualities of God are within me, mine to express as only I can. When I truly understand this, I begin to see myself as the divine being I am. Of course, I am human too. I have interests, talents, and a unique personal history. It is my divinity and humanity together that make me the person I am. I no longer see these aspects of myself as separate, but rather integral parts of the whole of me. So it is with all others. When I see my fellow divine beings in this way, I can better appreciate our oneness in God and our personal uniqueness. Sharing the planet with these wonderful beings opens the world to me in a new way. I am excited to learn about others and share myself in the spirit of discovery and appreciation. And the affirmation again, I am fully divine and fully human. Thank you.
Get ready, friends, our time has come. The celebration has now begun. What we have going, we'll take it on. This high vibration for everyone. Oh yeah, we've come so far. Patient for so long. So now's the time. Our wings are dry. We take off, we take flight. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Oh, get ready, friends, it has begun. This high vibration has turned us on. So now we're here, our wings are dry. We take off, we take flight. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Oh. Come a long way from the chilled out, laid back scene, the same low shrink it down thing, hiding from authority, biding my time, thinking something would be coming for me. But it wasn't until I took the time to see the truth of me that I started to feel more free. And now I know the world is shaped by me. On a natural high, I accept, release, and fly.
I've come a long way from oozing, squeezing dreams, moving from the old to the new scene, throwing out clothes they said fit sweet, but never made me feel like me. I'm taking on the new theme, the true me, following all the things I like to do and be. Now I see my soul smiling at me, saying everything is perfect, just the way we planned it to be.
Now I can see that every time I ever had a bad ride, hard night, tough fight, the lesson was exactly right. For my growth and my oath to myself, I just wanted to know the experience of living in the human form. A gift, a sacred shift. I can still take the ride, saying hi with all the love and truth inside. But I forgot, I thought I was what I was not. And remembering is the dream, is a new scene. I'm here to make a change and be the king of the new theme. Life is fun and we are all one, connected by a web of light. Lines running heart to heart, looking into your eyes. I see your spark. Your light lighting mine, and I bow to you and honor your perfect path through life. No judgment, no fight, just awe and love and light. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher. Wanna take you higher, higher. We can take this anywhere. Wanna take you higher, higher.
Yes. It was about to be a concert up in here. It took everything in me not to turn the mic on and be like, yes! Y'all, I had to put the mic away from me not to go. All right. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. If that don't make you feel young, I don't know what does. Okay? Yes. So right now, we're in an interesting season. We're in a season of transition for so many different reasons. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see the state of our world and planet, and I'm using them as separate, right? Because the world, and this is what Michael Beckwith talks about, the world is actually different than our planet. Because we actually live in different worlds, right? A world is a compilation of thoughts and beliefs and experiences that frame how you see the world around you. And so you can be sitting right next to somebody who is in a different world. And the challenge is to see them in a different world. And just the way that somebody sees the world, and sometimes you're like, how could you think that, right? The whatever it is in our mind that processes, i.e. judgment, right? Whatever that is, there is a sense of separation and otherness that inevitably happens because right? Because they're in a world that is different than our own. Right? So that's no judgment, it's just a reality. We're in many worlds, right? We come into this space every Sunday or however often y'all get in here. We come into this space because we're agreeing to a particular world. We're agreeing to see the world of a particular way, which may not be in harmony with how other people see the world. I'll give you an example. Y'all know I'm a teacher. I got a lot of feathers in my hat. And so one of the classes that I teach, we're in a module around change. And how do you make change? Like, do we make change? Is change a perpetual movement toward evolution? Is change inevitable? Like, we're talking about social movements and social problems. And so I had a student who her hand shot up. And she said, I have to say it, and some of you may not agree with me. She said, I believe we are inherently bad. She said, I believe that we're just bad, and we have to work to be good. She said, I believe our nature is just not good. And so every day we have to make a commitment to be better. And so there is not like a Reverend Ryan and then Professor Ryan. It's like it's all me, right? So as I see her, what I am aware of the blood that rushes to her face. I am aware of the sense of tension that she has just in articulating that belief, right? So let's take a step back. When we have a world, we infuse in that. We almost had Thanksgiving. We're going to put some seasonings, some brine, right? You could like pump that turkey up with all kinds of juice. So we're in a moment where we can infuse a lot of different metaphors in terms of what's happening. When we have a world, we infuse in that world infinite thoughts about how we see people, experiences. We frame our very identity around when we were wronged. And so what happens is, inevitably, we have to defend that world. I mean, that's just how we function. Somehow, if somebody thinks differently, there is a need, dare I say a need to defend your world. And so here, this student, she was defending her position. But even in the articulation of it, something was not resonating as truth in her. I'm honoring that there are a lot of spiritual gifts in this room. And one of those spiritual gifts is the ability to feel energy. And all of us have it, by the way. But some of us say it out loud. It's the ability to walk into a room and say, yeah, something is a little bit off. I'll be back, right? Right? That been there, right? We all been there, right? We know what that feeling is. And it could be gut, like, yeah, I don't think I should get in that car or whatever, right? Whatever we want to label it, that feeling tone is a spiritual gift. We all possess it. Some of us say, listen, I not only have that gift, I exercise that gift, right? So some of us in this room exercise that gift. We all have that ability. So when my student was sharing that she felt that everybody was inherently bad, and I know she wanted to say evil. I know she wanted to say it. She didn't go that, she got right up to the precipice, but she did not say evil, right? Her belief system needed to be propped up and then defended. And in the defense of that belief system, her body was like, no, sis, this is not real. This is not true. And I was eager to hear how her peers would respond. And guess what? She was a minority opinion. Because we don't believe that we're bad. That is something that was taught to us and was taught to my student and was perpetuated by the world around her. How do we say to a baby, Griffin, cat, this is Griffin's mama right here. Griffin just turned 1. Griffin is so wide open, experiencing the world. This morning, he was frolicking the ability to climb the steps. He was Superman. I mean, these are steps. Like literally, like they're at a certain point, we lose the majesty of experience, so it just becomes mundane. But Griffin, y'all, this morning, these steps, this was Mount Everest. Right? There is a belief that is perpetuated in our society that we are inherently bad. Griffin is not bad, y'all. No. No. I recognize that Reverend Ryan gives me a particular sense of responsibility for this spiritual community. And I am responsible enough to say, we are not. That is a denial. We are not born bad. You are not in a world full of sin, and every day is a challenge to fight the enemy. That is not true. It is not. It is not. It is not. Now here's the affirmation. You are so powerful, so beautiful, so expansive, so in alignment with the universe. You can have whatever experience you desire. So, my student who sees the world and herself as inherently bad, our all-allowing universe, the expansive consciousness that we are, says, okay, we are so divine. And here's the powerful part. We are so divine that the truest nature of who we are will always be exercising itself into truth. And so my student who said we are inherently bad, her face was beet red. Her body was flooded with blood, saying, no, we are not. And as she's working through the logic of it, her peers are like, nah, that's not right. Look over at Professor Ryan, and my face is blank. Who else can answer that question? Right? We are so divine. We are not connected to divinity. We are divinity itself. God is not in us. God is all there is. That's all it is. It's perpetual expansion, perpetual brilliance, perpetual love. And we are so powerful that we can have whatever experience we desire. And so here's my calling to all of us, y'all. Let's desire an experience that feels free. The thing is, how do we move through that reality? And I'm using capital R. How do we move through that reality when the so-called evidence around us demonstrates that the world is upside down? How do we move in an environment that says we're the crazy ones for seeing only God, only love? How do we move in an environment that sees that that source of substance, that divinity, is all there is? That's my argument this morning. I'm going to do it in 10 minutes. Bear with me. The question is, how do we move in a world that feels upside down and hold on to a truth that says there is only God, there is only love? The most basic explanation as to why that doesn't make sense, the theory that there is only God, because somebody will inevitably say, well, what about war? Did God let that happen? And if you're lucky, they'll go into their personal experience and get to the root of what they're really getting at. And when I was in college, I had a classmate who I think she was 12, 8 or 12, she knew exactly when she stopped believing in God. It was when her best friend, which was in the form of a dog, died, and she put her hands over her dog and said, if there is a God, bring my best friend back to life. And guess what, y'all? The dog was still transitioned. For her, that was a definitive moment that God does not exist. And what I did not at the time have the ability to do, I did not have at the time to be able to say, yeah, that's not God. The framing of what this needs to happen, the quid pro quo, the I'll do this, I'll do that, you get that, the tit for tat, that's not God. That is a human framing around a source that is outside of us. And y'all, this has deep history. The origins of the Christian church was metaphysics. It was mysticism. But the center of power was a Roman Catholic church that said, hold up, we got way too many different branches and offsprings. We need to coalesce and solidify what people believe, because those different belief systems were enough for people to go to war. So there were civil wars all over the place. There were neighborhoods in complete violence, because at the time, how you believed was intimately connected to, guess what, y'all? Politics. How somebody believed aligned with who they were going to fight for, who they were going to put their body on the line for, who they were going to vote for. Siri hears me too. For those online, Siri just went off. Yes, Siri, I'm telling the truth, okay? Tell on me, okay? So the history of Christianity, and eventually Islam and Hinduism, these branches fracture, and guess what? There is inevitably a group of people in power, dare I say, you know what it is. We can call it the patriarchy, whatever you want to call it. There's a group of people in power who say, no, we need to coalesce these people under a particular banner. And when they don't believe how we believe, what do? Kill them. Kill them. War. in the form of crusades. And if you have enough women who bind together and say, no, we're not believing that, what do? What's next? You burn them. And then you call them a what? A witch. And what does that do? That perpetuates what you say as real, because you're on the side of righteousness, of purity, of light, of white. And if you're on the side of darkness, evil, that is black. So then it perpetuates down into how we carve up Africa. So real quick, y'all, I got to do some quick history. What we call Nigeria, which is West Africa, and Sierra Leone, even down to Kenya, East Africa, those are political boundaries that were carved up by Europe in 1888. It was called the Berlin Conference. And so the center of power was in Europe. And so the Portuguese, the Germans, the entire continent of Europe carved up Africa and said, okay, you get this, I'll get this, you get this, I'll get this, and then let's go. And so when these European nations went into Africa, the people didn't see themselves as Nigerian and Sierra Leonean. It was, we're African. But guess what happens, y'all? Before you had wars and you kill them, what do you think happened during colonization? Separation, and they were killed. And so eventually we have 150-year remove from that process. And what we have in our midst are the fragments of something that is barely legible, but the feeling tone comes down to one diluted statement, which is we are inherently bad. We were born that way. That's a belief system that found its roots outside of this 17, 18-year-old's belief. 1 to 18 is not many years. Griffin is 1, my student is 18. That's not many years to arrive at a belief system that has been around long enough to perpetuate centers of power. So what that means is we are in a cultural, spiritual, social experience that perpetuates the belief that we are separate. And so what happens is when we get to our phone, when we get to whatever our news source is, we are inundated with information that perpetuates our separation and perpetuates our powerlessness. Because when we see that thing, the moving image, I need us to remember, we were not designed. The arc of what we are as humans, this is barely a fraction of a tenth of a second in terms of the evolution of humankind. How we are getting and receiving information, the fracturing of our societies and communities, this is a new phenomenon. What is timeless? What is timeless is the truth and knowing that we have the answer to everything we seek. What is true is we could call it primal sense of safety, or we could call it something else. We can call it chakras, our ability to understand how the world is framed around us. We can call it spiritual systems. Whatever we decide to label it, the truth is we're all headed to one direction, which is hoping for a better future. One where only love exists. One where we see the inevitable connection between each other. One where peace abounds. One where there's enough food and water for everybody. We all agree. And guess what, y'all? That is the crown chakra. That is the crown chakra. The crown chakra is our ability to see our inherent connectedness, to see unity in all life forms, the expansion of spiritual consciousness. That is our crown chakra. In a couple weeks, I'm going to give you all some homework. We talked about all the way from the sacral chakra, and now we're finishing up with the crown chakra. And so in each of these chakra systems, we understand that there is a desire for the primal need to survive. We move up to our heart, our throat, and then finally, the crown chakra, which is affirming that above all is our connection to spirit. And what I had to go to ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, what is the crown chakra? Right? And so I'm going through little bullets. I'm like, okay, that sounds right. All right, okay. So I found one definition for the crown chakra. It said unity. Not unity of Gainesville. Right? We're special. Not unity of Gainesville. It said unity. Whoa, how powerful is that? Unity is the crown chakra. Unity in what? To see no separation. And I'm like, ChatGPT, I can get with that. Our crown chakra, the highest attainment, is to see ourselves as connected. To see this person not as outside of us, but as a part of our experience. Earlier today in meditation, what came through was when we get to a spot, right, dare I say where we are now, some of us have what's called church hurt, right? We arrived at unity because of some painful experiences in other spiritual communities. Some of us have arrived here for a variety of reasons. One of which could be, I just wanted to be around people who didn't judge me. In a space where I wouldn't be condemned. In a space where somebody said, if you do these steps, you'll make it. Right? I just wanted to be in a space where I could just feel love. I want to say that that church hurt or whatever that trauma, whatever that experience, it got us here. Let's let that ruminate for a moment. What I'm arguing is that whatever experience you endured, it got us here. We can, for now, I'm talking about a spiritual openness that we are at now. But we could talk about any dimension of our experience. Every single thing you endured got you here. Does that make sense? So if we look on the long years of our experience, if we look on the challenges, the setbacks, the triumphs, the this worked out, and then I met this person and this happened. If we look back at the long litany of experiences, what may appear to be a setback got us to this very moment. This very moment. I'm going to pick on Carla, Reverend Carla. This morning, Carla said, I feel good. I feel so good. I just feel. And I knew it was real because you know when you get to a spot where the words don't capture it. And so you got to move your body. I just feel so. That's when it's real. Because the truth is our experience is beyond like compressing down to the. Y'all got me? Our experience is so vast. Imagine looking at the sky and saying, we're going to call this sky. Am I making sense, y'all? The vastness of this thing we call sky has 3 letters. 3 letters? That's the best we can come up with. Am I making sense? So I know Reverend Carla's on point when she says, I just feel. And I'm like, yes. That space of defying language, that is our true nature. That is who we're meant to be. How you doing today? Yes, I want some of that. How was your weekend? Yes, that was a great weekend. And even great compresses it. We are meant to experience this lifetime with the openness, with the euphoria, with the peace, with the abundance that we already arrived with. We came with that because we are of it. When we decided to come into this experience, we came with one goal. One goal. It didn't have words. It wasn't, yeah, I want to come back so I can learn more about justice. I mean, sure, we could say that. But we came to do this. That is our work, to hold on to that space that defies language and move it into our experience. Move it into the world around us that sees separation, that sees the planet and your world as in desperate need of fixing. We are the change. We are it. Carla's experience this morning has me sharing it here to the 60 of us or so. Is out already being recorded for YouTube. Who knows where this goes? That experience. That's already a ripple effect. Because Carla, how you feeling, Carla? Already has ripple effects. The choice that she had. So guess what? When you go to Publix, when you see your homie and they texting something crazy, and you look at the phone and you say, I am not going there. And they say, did you get my text? I got your text. That's a ripple effect. They know what's up. They knew, anyway, don't get me started, right? We have a perpetual opportunity in everything we experience to rise up into a space that defies language. I started our time today, this morning, asking a simple question. How do we hold the truth that God is all there is in a world that feels as fractured as it is? I answered it in the question. In a world. Remember, there are many worlds. Many worlds. And we have a choice, moment to moment to moment, to define and articulate the world that we intend. And guess what? We're now a part of Carla's world. Y'all got me? And what happens if enough of us decide this is the kind of world we want to live in? And the truth is, the good news is it's already happening because we're here. It's already happening because we decided this morning, I'll go to Unity. It already happened. And I'm reminding us that our crown chakra is really unity. No pun intended. You are love. You are love, and you are loved. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'll land the plane with this. If you look around the room, one of the things that we honor is a celebration of life. So instead of calling it like death or funeral, we've co-opted the phrase celebration of life. I love that, by the way. My ask is for us to celebrate life now. I love how we start our time today. It was 11 o'clock, and I'm like, are we gonna start on time? No. You know why? Because we talking and happy to see each other. Sam and Lucy up here giving us a full concert, and we still talking. We're happy to see each other. We're happy to be in each other's presence. We're defining in real time the world we want to live in. That's celebration of life. My ask is for us to celebrate life moment to moment to moment. And so it is. I'm inviting you to close your outer eye, and we're just gonna breathe. So meditation is one of the ways that we can clear our crown chakra. So one of the ways that the crown chakra feels blocked is whenever we feel spiritually blocked, or whenever we feel like we're disconnected from the truth of who we are. And meditation is one of the ways that we can do it. The other way we can do it is by watching a sunset, looking up into the stars at nighttime, watching animals, squirrels frolic, to be in nature. And right now, in this moment, I'm asking us to tap into our center, our vortex of possibility called meditation. And so for the next few moments, I invite you to just breathe. And as the thoughts come, we're going to see them as clouds in the vast sky, just floating away. And we're going to allow this music to wash over us. In this divine moment, we affirm the divinity that is always here. And we affirm that we and our very nature are divine. And so whatever it is that we are experiencing in this moment, we send love to it. Whatever forgiveness, whatever compassion, whatever how is this going to work out, we surrender it to that vast field of possibility with a knowingness that it is already taken care of. It is done. We open our hearts with love, and we allow that love to radiate out and around us. We see our body temple as perfect just as it is. And all the loved ones who make our presence possible, we honor them, our elders, our ancestors, our friends, our frenemies. Every interaction that allows us to be in this space right now, we bless them, and we send them peace and love on their destination. And as we move forward throughout this day, throughout this week and years to come, we affirm there is only love. There is only love. we soften our hearts. And we give from that place of knowing we are free. We are open. We are enough. We are everything. Y'all can take a breath and open your eyes. Do me a favor. You know my favorite thing is just to look around the room. Just look around the room, y'all. Know who you in community with. And do me a favor. If you don't know their name, today is the day. If you should know their name, today is the day. If you know their name and you forget and you got to keep asking them, today is the day. Okay? It's one thing to be in community. It's another thing to actually know each other. Okay? So don't forget your homework that Reverend Charlotte gave us. If somebody has a flower, whether they're a visitor or not, attack. Okay? Attack. All right, y'all. If you can, that's right. They're waving the white flag. If you could take your offering, whatever it is you have to give, and just place it over your heart. We want to infuse this offering with a deep sense of gratitude. And just know that everything you give helps make what we do possible, our lights, our grounds, the random things that may have you just imagine. So we thank you for your donation. Repeat after me. Divine love, blesses and multiplies, all that I have, all that I am, and all that I give. We bless its full return in grace and perfect ways. And so it is.
Take the time, take the time to be joyful. Take the time, take the time, take the time to be joyful. Joy is everywhere when we take the time to see it. Throw your hands in the air when we take the time to feel it. Take the time, take the time, take the time to be joyful. Take the time, take the time, take the time to be joyful. The joy is everywhere when we take the time to see it. Throw your hands in the air when you take the time to feel it.
All right, y'all, so I'm going to have a quick announcement. We have a couple of fun things coming up. One, we have a retreat in Costa Rica in January. Set your frequency for the new year. How do you want to live in 2026? Two, next week we're going to start a 12 initiations with Mary Magdalene immersion. 12 days, one initiation per day, online on Zoom. If any of that interests you, we have a sign-up sheet right here on the piano. Come and sign up.
Yes, thank you so much. And if you have questions about how amazing their retreats are, I know Celeste, Rupali, Carla. Listen, it's amazing. What's up? What's going on? This is my buddy. That's Ryan, y'all, if you ain't know. Future Reverend Ryan.
Well, today we started our November lessons, and we found out our power for this month is release. So we talked about what we can release. And one of the things was old shoes. What do you do with your old shoes that you don't fit anymore, or maybe they're torn? So they decided they could sell them, they could donate them, or they could give them to their next little brother or sister, or they could throw them away and release them. So we drew shoes that say, I must let go of old thoughts, ideas, habits, actions that no longer serve my purpose in life. And I have the power to release negative things and I'm going to accentuate the positive. And some of you will remember that song.
Wow, that's good. Miss Gwen, let me see that. How amazing is that? I must let go. Can we say let go? Let go. Can we say it like we mean it? Let go. I must let go of old thoughts, ideas, habits, and y'all check this, actions that serve no purpose in my life. Come on, Miss Gwen, you preaching today. Come on, Miss Gwen. All right, y'all. So we're going to bless our kiddos here, around, grandkids, nieces, nephews. If you can stand if you're able. All right, rub your hands together and extend them to our kiddos and repeat after me. Children, you are perfect just the way you are.
You are perfect just the way you are.
The divine, magnificent, outpicturing of source. Everything you desire is yours. Because even new shoes, that's right. Because you and God are one. We love you, we really, really love you. All right, y'all, let's circle up. Aurora took her shoes off. She took it literal, okay?
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be.
With
God as surrender, family all are we. Let us walk with each other with perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All right, y'all, if we could look at the camera, we got loved ones who are unable to be here. We love you. We see you as whole and can't wait to wrap our arms around you. All right, y'all, have a good week.
Guitar away music.
Is it a cable that they don't have? It's a 1/4-inch cable. It's very simple. I see like a lot of spaces there. Why can't you just get a cable that goes to here?
Well, it needs to be an XLR.
To a 1/4-inch. I mean, we have those. They can buy it from here.
to expel all the fluids in their bodies. Yeah. So if we were to crack open a chrysalis for the butterfly would die because the process of pushing out the chrysalis is exercising the fluids from its system. So it needs it. It needs that resistance.
It's like the little turtle, the turtles are the sea turtles. And are in the nest, and then I think that it's able to get out of that nest.
And they're in the nest, in the shell. So they got to crack open the shell. Then they got to climb around each other and then crack through the sand. And that whole process is strengthening their little fins. And they got to waddle chair is completely cleared out, like pillows. So just depending on how you try to imagine it.
Yeah, I mean, when we do big events, when my spiritual teachers are, then this actually would be a great space.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We got like a little